We should find song lyrics to make her.
You can definitely do that.
As Beyonce once said, I'm flawless.
Always sure on the swings has been a little weak lately.
I wonder who just told you that.
Hi, I'm Juliet.
I'm Celine.
And you're watching another episode of Straight Facts, Homie.
This is my second time on the show, and I'm back here to have another heated debate with the guys.
Today we're going to discuss who has it harder in society, men or women.
I think females' problems definitely outweigh males in society, but also what people don't realize is females' problems get downplayed a lot. Like, there are a lot of serious issues that happen that people just don't care about that happen with females.
I believe that women get objectified more, and you know, their flaws are just always pointed out more than their actual abilities to do things.
Where are you looking at?
Am I supposed to look there? There's more focus on a woman's aesthetic rather than her qualities and her talents and her capabilities of doing things.
I also agree that women have it harder in society because historically and biologically that's just the way it's set up. And I just think the way society outlines the male goal and the gender stereotypes set it up so that women have a harder image to achieve.
I feel like men have it harder in society because they're the known breadwinner in the family. They're depended on for almost everything in the family. They're looked at as role models in society. Everything, I feel like as if everything in the household like is dependent on what the man does. Success, like the success of the family is going to go up and down with the male figure in the household.
Hey, first off, I'm sorry for my appearance, dog. I had to get this paper because, you know, I can't be no broke nigga. Because you a broke nigga, you a joke nigga, but you know. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I still look better than your boyfriend at his best. Hey, but look, the topic between women and men who have it hard in society, why are we debating this dumbass shit again? Obviously, it's men. Men have it way harder in society because it's like a man has so much responsibilities in this life. Like, he has to be the, most of the time he has to be the provider, and if he's not, he get clowned. He has to be the protector. If he's not, he gets clowned. He has to have great dick, because, you know, it's all because women could just lay there, throw her legs in the air and do nothing. A man has to put in all the work, and if he's not, he get clowned. That's dead ass. He just has to do everything for a woman, and all a woman has to do is just look cute. What is that?
You're wild.
A man has to really take care of his family, not just his initial family. He has to take care of his family outside. Like, yeah, some women have it tough, but it's like when you can come up off of looks, how is that really hard in life? Like, a lot of these females can come off just like how they look. No man's coming off, like, no man's gonna get rich just because, oh, he looks good, unless you're fucking Tyson Beckford.
Men also have it hard in society because most of the main positions in big corporate business and in politics are ran by men officials. Like, so the pressure for them to keep the money in America flowing, like run major corporations, run the government, is mostly put on men's shoulders. I feel like, and also like when a man messes up in society, there's so much like blame and hatred towards them compared to as a woman. It's like, oh, better luck next time. Like, there's none of that with a man.
Because what he said, there's two ways to look at it. Because as I said before, everything a female does is like downplayed, other than her attractiveness. That's the one thing that like everyone looks at. But look, when a female messes up, it's like, oh, she's a girl. If she does an amazing thing, it's like, oh, she's like, people only care about a female's attractiveness. As a guy, there are so many ways in this world where I can actually like succeed and be great. But as a female, it's like, is she pretty? And that's it.
The fact that you're saying that men have the responsibility to be the breadwinner and to like run all these corporations just show that women don't have the same opportunities and don't have the same recognition to be those things.
A man has it way harder just off the simple fact, like, when let's say a man and a woman have the same job. Like let's say me and a chick is going out to be doctors and lawyers or whatnot. If I'm a doctor and lawyer, it's like, okay, cool, good job, you made it. You're supposed to do that. But if a woman is a doctor or a lawyer, it's like, oh, my holy grail, like, she just took over the world.
But it's the fact that there's that reaction.
No, but like, if you look at it from the other way, it's like, if the man fails, like, what are you doing? You just wasted my college money. Why didn't you become a lawyer? If a woman fails, like, well, you can do this.
But it's the fact that there's that reaction.
Yeah, and then like, okay, look at it. There's so many other jobs like men can do that are looked at as like respectable, like things with like their strength and whatnot. But if a woman's like a construction worker or something, like they're looked at as like that's not okay for you to do.
a woman, okay, a man has to really, most of the time you could be making, you could do a regular job, be making 75,000, 50,000, whatever, and you're quote unquote average or underachiever. If a woman's making 50, 75,000, nobody's going to downplay her. People going to be like, oh, you're doing good job. You could be a freaking receptionist. They'll be like, oh, you got a job, good job, girl.
Yeah, but women get paid less.
If a man's a receptionist, oh, you old bum ass, no good ass nigga, like, they'll clown you for that shit. And on top of that, there's no pressure on women to be no breadwinner. When you wake up every day knowing there's pressure on you to be a breadwinner, like if I lose my job, I can't take care of my family, that's really not, there's no pressure on women to do that, not most of the time.
Again, how I said before, attractiveness, the pressure on women to like be pretty and like be looked at everyone as good is like insane. And prettiness, like attractiveness is something that like you can kind of control, but you can't really like, if someone's saying, oh, you're not doing shit, you're not getting money, like you can do that. That's not.
No.
How we were talking about in the other separate episode with why black girls are like looked at as pretty or whatever, how like in movies and like magazines and everything, like, yeah, there's white girls everywhere, so like they think they're ugly, but it also works in like females, they always see these skinny, beautiful girls that are like, yeah, so
and then
it's like they all have to like, I have to look like them, I have to, and that like hurts them.
If we're talking about problems in society, who has it harder, men or women, and you're talking about bringing in money compared to how you look, come on, man.
No,
okay, but like,
it's not even no.
It's like, come on, man.
How hurt are you when a nigga calls you broke or something like?
Hey, time out.
If I can't take care of my family, compared if I look nice.
What about lesbians?
No.
You're saying the fact that it has to be a man that's bringing home money. What about lesbians? I mean,
what about like women in general?
Do you expect
like,
to have a random guy to bring you money at home? No, they're two women who have to provide money for their family.
If a man can take it, it's the same thing. Like a guy might like he might feel bad, but a woman's gonna feel bad the same way. Like if a woman can't provide for her family, she's gonna feel like shit too. Like
there's always gonna be outliers. Like there's always women who are the breadwinner of the family.
Yeah.
But most families in society, the man is the breadwinner of the family.
I'm saying like if it's a marriage, like it's a full family, like if there's no money anywhere, like the woman's gonna feel just as bad as the man.
Nah, but the thing is
because
not
they're
about
both parents. And
but like the outlook,
the thing is not
they're both gonna feel
outlet
bad
from outside, but like that's just perception.
Exactly.
No,
that's why you have the heart of the man. Because like let's say that broke family lives next door. Right, everyone in that family's gonna feel bad. But when the neighbors walking past, who they gonna blame? Like, look at this man. This man can't take care of his family. They're not gonna look at the woman like she can't take care of her family.
Why'd you have these children if you can't do anything for them?
No, they're gonna come out every time a family breaks down, they always look at the man. Always. I don't know what she's talking about. It just started happening where women are really like getting their own to this point in society, like
exactly.
And but since exactly, it just started happening. So
therefore it's harder for us to like build our way up.
Since beginning of time, a man has always had to provide, and on top of that, he's talking about beauty and all this shit. But quote unquote, you can make an excuse for beauty by saying, "Oh, beauty's in the eye of the beholder." Ain't no eye of the beholder if you look at your bank account. That just say 0, 0, 0. Okay, at a chick, you can look at a chick and be like, "Okay, she's not beautiful to you, but she's beautiful to me." You can never change somebody being broke. If you broke, there's no, oh, it's fine. You rich in my eyes. Hell no, you broke, you broke.
That's one aspect. How I was saying before, like, yeah, like females are gonna be judged their whole life. Like the whole money thing, like, yeah, you could call a thing like high school, bro. Like, what the fuck?
No, we're talking about grown men.
No, I understand, but that's like one person. Like, and also another way you could look at it, the men has to be the breadwinner or whatever, because females literally like can't attain these jobs because they're women. They're held back from getting certain jobs and certain positions strictly because they're women.
Held back.
Yes.
In 2015. Yes. What jobs can a female not do?
Nigga, I'm not out in this world.
Obviously, it's not like lined up like that. Like, oh, you can't get this job, but it's a lot harder in the actual inside the industry or whatever. It's so much harder. And the way you're saying it is like the guy is expected to like make the money, but he has the opportunity to make the money. If the woman can't even get the job in the first place, she doesn't have that opportunity. So at least you can like work for it and like make it happen. But if we can't even get the job in the first, I don't think it's impossible, but it's a lot harder.
Like it's more expected to get the job for a guy to be a CEO of a big company than a woman.
Yeah, but there's some jobs that it's more like towards women, like being a nurse. It's a lot. How many men do you know are nurse?
It's more geared towards.
It's more geared to a woman. Like
you talking about nurses compared to you talking about doctors and lawyers.
CEOs.
A woman could be a doctor. A woman could be a lawyer.
Yeah, but like,
I understand that, but it's harder.
It's harder. Look at the jobs you're looking at. Receptionists and like nurses. I'm not saying they make bad money, but if the guys are going to be doctors and they're going to make bank.
Yeah, you're comparing
and
doctors
women are expected to
more
be
to, like,
nurses.
receptionists.
Then that makes they're expected to make less, expected to be less.
And again, they're judged in every aspect. Like, think if a woman actually does make it to the top, they're gonna be like, oh, she probably like fuck some niggas to get to that stage. Like, they're going to be judged regardless of what they do.
That's
in every aspect of life, someone's gonna look at a female in a negative light, no matter what.
Because like when it comes to like the pressure of society between a man and a woman would never put as much pressure on another woman to be successful as if to a man. If a man sees another man being failed, he'll let him know. He'll let him know. Like there's always pressure from in the male world to be successful from your other peers as opposed to a woman.
But
like
there's pressure in every society, like in every light of it. Like you can't just look at jobs and money. Look at like just like attitudes. Like he can be over here yelling and cursing and nobody would judge him. Like, oh, he a man. But if I like speak up, they're like. If I act a certain way, they're like, oh, she's vulgar, she needs to be in her place, she needs to sit with her legs crossed and act like a lady. Like, you can look at it in so many lights, but, like, men have more room to, like, be themselves, and women are constricted in so many aspects of society.
That goes with appearances, too. With appearances, if you have, like, a successful, like, tennis player, like, say, like, the Williams sisters or whatever, they're always on magazines, like, it's based on their appearance. They could be on sports magazines, and it's like, wow, like, top 10, like, sex secrets from Venus. But it's not based on, like, her like ability to play a sport and her ability to do something well. Same thing with like Michelle Obama or like any of like these like powerful women in society. It's always based on like what they're doing, like where they're shopping today.
I'm so mad at her.
It's not based on their intelligence or their intellectual or their ability to like do things.
The fact that we're arguing about a woman appearance, which revolves around a lot, which is like, I mean, that's not right. But at the same time, it's crazy the fact that you could be a celebrity off your appearance. Like what?
A man can be a celebrity.
No. What has Kim Kardashian done? Like if Kim Kardashian was a man, would she be as big as she is? No. Like Ray J actually was a singer, an actor. Like he worked his ass off to be where he's at. Sex tape, but no sex tape. Kim Kardashian overlapped him by 50. Just because she got piped down and was laying on her back and sucked dick. Like
Kardashian's an outlier.
Okay, I'm about to give you another one. What happened to these basketball wives chicks who get all these appearance money and endorsements and stuff like this just because they look good and they're on TV? Just because they got fucked by some basketball players.
Well, look at that. Look at
which man getting fucked by a WNBA player you see on TV?
Right. Look at male and female basketball players. Let's say they achieve the same thing. Women are never gonna have as much success for being a basketball player because nobody watches the WNBA. Exactly. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but like, women are never going to be able to get that shine just from being a basketball player. Like, you're talking about basketball wives, but like, what if she wanted to be the equal as the basketball player, like, and not get off, like, achieve off of him? If she wanted to be equal as him, she's not going to make the same amount of money.
A teacher would never make as much as a successful rapper.
No, but I'm talking about two of the same basketball players.
Plus, the thing is, say if like a basketball player has a hot wife or something, and she writes a book. Say she's actually smart or whatever, and she's doing something. She writes a book, and then people will be like, "Oh, like look, she was only writing a book because like her husband's like famous." Like it won't be based on like how well she wrote the book, how much she knows. It's gonna be based off her appearance and not like how well she can do something.
Males are judged like on their actual ability to do things, and in that light, there's like endless opportunity because like you could I don't know, you could go get a job, you could work, you could like just be funny. Like males have a lot of opportunity to do a lot of different things. Females, the way they're looked at and the way they're judged is just smooth like attractiveness.
You look at Kim Kardashian, just all based off of her looks. But guys can be like you said, guys can be successful in so many other things that women don't have the chance to. Like, look at how many male comedians there are based as female comedians.
Yeah, and that's why the female comedians are always, you always hear about like Tina Fey and like all them, because there's so few that the few there are have to be like popular.
And then like the women can like they can benefit off of their appearance, but like when you look at it, like they're always going to be judges. Like that's all she's done. Like you said, like that's all Kim Kardashian's done.
But that's what she brings to the table.
Yeah, but a man can like.
What book has she written?
A man, her selfie book. A man.
Which man you know will ever get rich off a selfie book?
Okay, no. Guys can prosper off appearance too. Not exactly appearance, but like guys get like male actors like the only hot ones get the jobs. Like the male actors.
There's a lot of ugly niggas on my screen that I'd be like, yo, get off.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you look in media too, there's a very small amount of unattractive like female actresses or whatever. Like males, they can they're just like good actors and they're funny, so they get the job. But females, they have to like look good to get the part. There's a lot of ugly niggas on the big screen.
But you guys are looking at it as like a potential standpoint, whereas a woman can't. Like as a man, like if you're a failure, like that's it. Like you're done. If the woman is your failure, that's not it. Like you will have a man or you will have family there to take care of you.
But what if you don't?
But this in society is
Yeah,
more
but
times
if you
than not.
don't, then you don't have the same
norm, you gotta-
opportunity to
obviously
do that for
the norm.
yourself.
Obviously, there's going to be outliers where most situations are not. If a male's a failure, he doesn't have. Most of the time, he doesn't have a family. Like he's a as a woman is a failure. He has a husband who's
But that's
successful.
to be
married.
dependent
What are you
on a
talking
man.
about? You're
What
saying,
are you talking
okay,
about?
let's say they're in the same, put them in the same situation. If
Uh-huh.
they're like married with a family, what are you saying that he doesn't have anybody to look off?
No, I'm talking about as like
individuals.
Yes, individuals.
If you're not married, I understand exactly what he's saying. If a man is not married and he gets to a certain age and he doesn't have it, nobody's gonna be there to be his backbone. Like nobody's gonna feel sympathy for him. Like you're a man, you got 2 balls, go get it by yourself. If a woman is not married and she doesn't have it, society itself feel more sympathy for her
Because she doesn't have opportunities to do
she's gonna have people that's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna help you here and there, more so than a man. And you talk about no opportunities. I'm pretty sure if you do the numbers by the percentages, there's way more men who want to be NBA players than there is women. So there's going to be more men chasing that. There's more men who want to be actors than there is women. So there's going to be more men in that field.
There's more men who want to be actors than there is women.
There's going to, yes.
What's that?
There's more male roles and
there's more male roles.
Because that's what's created. That's what's open. That's what's created. What do you mean that there's more men who want to be actors? What are you going off of?
This is the black video, but this is another thing. How like black children like us, what we see is NBA players, NFL players, rappers. So that's what we want to be because that's what we see that looks like us. And in those career fields, like an actor or something, females aren't told that they can do those things. I don't know what y'all are told you can do, but we're told that we can do anything. Males are told that they can do anything. Females are told to go get a husband. That's what they're told.
But males are also told this. You know, if you don't make it, you ain't shit from the jump.
Exactly.
Like, boy, you gotta make it. You gonna take care of your mama. You gonna take care of your sister. You gonna take care of your family. Get a husband. Cool. If you don't get a husband is your fallback plan.
But why do you
but
have
I'm
to be
saying,
dependent on a
why
man?
can't
Okay,
they
but
do their own thing?
a woman, you can still get it on your own.
No.
Nobody's
No, you
saying,
can't.
nobody's
Yes, you
saying
can.
don't go to school.
No, but
nobody's
talking about society. Society
As
tells
a-
women go get a husband.
Yeah, but go get a husband, but they're not saying go get a husband and just stop your life. That's back in the day. But nowadays, you can get it on your own. But if that fails, you have a backup plan.
Yeah,
as a husband.
but
man,
you're still judged. Look
Go
at any. Do you know any 40-year-olds who don't are not married? You're looking at them some type of way.
goes kind of
No,
for men,
no,
too.
it does not.
Yes, it
Because
does.
Yes, it does.
a
Yes, it
successful
does.
older man is looked at as a successful
with no
older man.
kids.
Stud of
You're wrong.
bachelor.
You're wrong. You know why you're
No.
wrong? No, after a certain age, you're not a bachelor. You're just an old nigga that need kids. And you're wrong because look at Oprah. Oprah's 50 something with no
And
kids.
people are looking at her
no,
some type of
people be like, okay, Oprah ain't got no kids. Then it's whatever. Look at
Nobody
look.
says
Every time
that.
she's
What?
every
Oprah got, like,
time
how many
she's around a
billions?
man, it has to be rumors
I
about
stand
that.
with my
But
point
That women have it harder in society because their abilities and their talents are usually downplayed by how good they look. Women also have less opportunities to do the same things that guys want to do. It's less likely for a woman to be a CEO than like a guy. And yeah, women just have it harder. You could just say that as my closing statement.
Great. He's still on
Woo!
Alright.
Yeah, I stay with my original position. Females definitely have it harder because no matter what they do, whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, whether it's a big thing, whether it's a small thing, it's overlooked by like how attractive she is, what nigga she's fucking, and yeah. And males, basically, there's endless opportunity in whatever field to succeed, so it's not even close to me.
I agree with what I said at the beginning that women definitely hands down have it harder in society than men because just the way that society is set up, gender roles and like the ideal women versus the ideal men, like it's harder for women to achieve like what they want to do in life. They're they're looked at for their appearance.
Yeah, I feel like men have it way harder in society than women because even though we have a higher ceiling and more potential, women has a more solid foundation. Like I've never heard of a man have a wife. I've never heard of a man been told, oh yeah, you don't have to be nothing in life, it's fine, just fall back on your wife. That's never happened. But women's been told, hey, go get you a husband, he's gonna take care of you. I've seen women come up just by looking good. Kim Kardashian, Drea, all these basketball wives, chicks, just because they quote unquote bad, they can go get them a baller who's gonna take care of them for the rest of their life. How many dudes do you know just cause he's cute, it's just gonna be like, alright, I'm gonna just sit here and go get me a chick that's gonna take care of me and not be labeled. He's gonna be labeled a bum ass nigga. He's gonna be labeled, he's gonna get downplayed in society. But a female, she could be a trophy wife, she could be a soccer mom and just take care of the house. Come on, man, that's the hardest thing. Being pretty, being pretty is the hardest thing in society when the dude has to be able to take care of his family, take care, like, he has to be the protector, he has to do all this stuff. How does he not have it hard in society?
I also think men have it harder in society and looked at as like they have to bring the money home, they have to feed the family. Like there's no chance for failure as a man, like as opposed to a woman. Like they can have they can have a dream, but like if they fail, it's like okay, you have a man to take care of you, as opposed to a man, there's none of that. Like you have to be successful, or like there's reparations in life.
Sorry, I didn't come how I normally come. You know, my bad. I just came from work, but don't judge me. I still look better than your boyfriend, like I said in the beginning. Look, leave your comments at the bottom, because this is a hot topic. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, because we're going to keep coming with that quality shit. And hey, look at them haters. They don't know what they talking about. Look at them. Especially her. Her right here. Her right here. Right here.
The fuck
Everybody.
Can you stop recording me?
You were talking all that shit.
Anyway.
Right.
I'm not ready yet. I haven't even.
Bye, Julia.